Incomplete. Facing a third down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, looking to pass. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off play action. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to throw again. This time he's got it. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the third down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a third down stop.
Well, there's something you don't see very often. The quarterback overthrowing that guy with his type of speed. There aren't a lot of dudes that have the arm talent to overthrow him, but somehow we just saw it happen right there.
On the shuffle. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. Third and long, you bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
Rushes on him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the right. The short hands, it's Dozier. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeps looking downfield. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Scott. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Running inside. It's Scott. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, NC State.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Coming out with it, it's Ashley. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
He'll take a deep shot here. Upstairs to make the catch. He's loose. He's at the and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Knights.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And he's not going to take the touchback. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Dozier. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. It's complete on the right side. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. caught behind the line. It's Dozier. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Brought down at the 33, gets the job done. It'll be first down.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this 3rd down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
It's picked off. That's number 10.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Barnett. Got his man on the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Makes the catch. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play. Here's
a give to Watson. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got his man. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
They'll run it on the counter. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Trying play action. Gets open down the middle. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And just no hesitation there by the quarterback, right? Primary target not open, so find your check down. Where's my running back? Yeah, I know I'm under pressure, and I know I'm going to get hit, but I'm not taking a sack. I'm going to find a way for us to get a few extra yards here.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Barnett. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds a man on the right. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Firing to the right, complete. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion,
he's got it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Touchdown, UCF! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
They'll line up to go for 2. From the gun, looking for a man. And that one is picked off in the end zone. At the 20. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
this quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be third down. And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Trying to find his man in the middle. Hauls it in down the sideline. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The run inside. It's Scott. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin with a look at Missouri taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks. And it's the Tigers trying to close out what would be one of the toughest wins of the season. And that's a big statement considering this team is already 6-1. let's see if they have what it takes.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. Makes a guy miss and finally brought down at about the 25.
Let's now check in on some top 25 battles today, as the landscape in this sport is truly ever-changing.
Throwing right. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but keyword being after the catch.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Barnett. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to take off. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the 2nd half. And on the very first play, the 3rd quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Scott. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Under fire. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wade. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
1, 2, 3, ready, go!
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll pull it down. Great job by this defense knowing exactly where the marker was. He needed to get it to the 30, and they stop him at the 29.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Makes the grab, it's Watson.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon, and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
Fires to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Makes the grab past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think a really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. Into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Taking it the other way. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Just one moment and all of a sudden the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage you would have gotten with a touchback. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Looking to throw on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Bounced right back to them.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Looking to pass. It's Barnett. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on third down.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Here's the pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Fires to the middle. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. And now this offense will take the field again. Back to throw, it's Barnett. He lofts one down the sideline. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have...
Trying to beat the D deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Downfield and incomplete, the defense holds.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Bailey. A little screen to the running back. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. This time he wants to throw. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
This time it's complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far.
Touchdown, Wolfpack! And the route is on. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Jenkins. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being the...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this
Going to take a shot. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Looking for more room. Running inside the 20.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball downfield. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total down.